Our first match is this 1969 First Division encounter between the Reds and West Ham United at Old Trafford. On display are the talents of Law, Charlton, Kidd and a certain George Best.
And a beautiful goal scored by Burns. It's a tremendous, not an appeal, but there's arguments in the West Ham defence. But Burns ran fully 20 yards to get that one. 5 minutes gone and Burns has scored. So Manchester United take the lead after only 5 minutes. Charlton trying to find Aston, but Stevenson there. And it wasn't a very confident back pass. Actually, the linesman flagged for a foul. The referee waving play on because West Ham are in possession. Bonds. Bonds now to the number 8, Lindsay. Oh, it's a beauty! Hit the bar! Fine shot by Lindsay, one right out of the blue. Sadler to Morgan. Best, a great goal! Done it again. 12 minutes and United up 2 up. More for West Ham. So Lindsay, Peter's gone down the left wing. Corner kick. Martin Peters, one of the 3 World Cup men in the West Ham side. 20 minutes from half-time, Manchester United 2-0 in the lead. Very much on top. Clyde Best with the corner for West Ham. Redknapp and a goal by Hurst. 26 minutes gone. Grand kick. Got Best up with him and Morgan marked on the right. This is Morgan, number 7. Aston to Charlton. And how once again for West Ham. Like a sterling game. Morgan. Charlton. 3-1. Minutes, Bobby Charlton makes it 3-1, and a Bobby Charlton goal is always one of the most popular sights at Old Trafford, Manchester. Stevenson. Clyde Best trying to screen the ball from Fitzpatrick. Really wriggled past him, and here's the great goal! Beautifully made by Clyde Best and beautifully scored by Jeff Hurst. And so with about 30 minutes left for play, it's 3-2, and Jeff Hurst has scored Both goals for West Ham. That one made by Clive Best. Sadler making a present of that one to Redknapp. And in moves Hurst again, but you're watching him all the time. A Kidd. Kidd to Burns. Number 8, Kidd. Aston and George Best has scored. And 82 minutes. And I think we have to give that one to George Best. I can't see that it was over the line. And for those who say Best looked offside, remember the ball was screwed back from the goal line. Morgan. Ooh, George Best almost got that under control. How quick to come into the tackle, though. Lindsay to Redknapp. Lindsay beautifully tackled by Burns. Splendid match Francis Burns has had. To Charlton. Well, in the end George Best got it. It's almost frightening what he can do. And another goal! A great goal! Scored by Kidd, but made by this genius, George Best. Oh, George Best turned on the most glittering magic then.
In 1996, United were on course for their second domestic double in 3 years, but first they needed to overcome a revitalised Chelsea.
Chelsea get this semi-final underway. 4 players in each side started the 1994 FA Cup final meeting between the teams at Wembley, and a 5th player on the Chelsea team, Mark Hughes, started in Manchester United's colours. Here's Sharp. Running into Clark. Manchester United awarded the throw-in. Header away by Dewberry. Cantona. Good ball, but ran into Lee. Here's Keane. Trying to force it back across. He's won the corner off Michael Dewberry. Hughes coming back to help out the rear guard. The first corner of the match taken by Beckham. Keane beaten to the ball by Dewberry. This is Eric Cantona. They really missed him on their cup run last year, did Manchester United. There's a hopeful one from Keane. Burley stretching to clear. This is Lee Sharp. Giggs, 3 waiting. Beckham, one of them has hit the post. Cole is in there, and Chelsea scramble it away. Chelsea's goal survives the direct threat, and now Hullet breaks. Hughes waiting for it. Headed away by Phil Neville for the corner. Hullet from Chelsea having to defend, suddenly put them onto the attack. Giggs swung it across, Beckham got the direct shot in, and Hitchcock didn't even look at it as it came back off the post. Hullit's cross, headed behind by Keane for the corner. Plenty of defending for Manchester United to do after they'd caused such a flurry of excitement with that Beckham effort. Wise's corner, and Dewberry wasn't really aware of his position in relation to the goal, headed hopefully down into the ground. Roy Keane. Well, Neville looking to place it onto Cole's head. Clearance by Lee. Cole is looking very sharp. Finds Giggs! Cole looking very alert. And the header from Giggs giving the first direct threat to Hitchcock, and he was equal to the task. Giggs climbing ahead of Steve Clark. Burley. This is Dewberry, left in some space. Michael Dewberry curls it! Good try! Off the upright! They were standing off him. Now they're looking for Hughes. Schmeichel comes and punches. Clearly they didn't see Dewberry as any danger whatsoever with the shot. And he almost made Manchester United pay for their complacency. Clearance by Sharp. Here's Giggs. Cole and Cantona both to his left. Cole going through the middle. Held it off well. Good ball. Cantona. Giggs! Lovely move from Manchester United. Cantona thinking so quickly to get that ball in with rapidity to Ryan Giggs. And Giggs launched himself at it. Cole did well initially to find Eric Cantona, and while he had the time to hold it up, he saw that the early option was on. Giggs just wide of the mark. 10 minutes to go to half-time. No score. It's been very competitive, but to both teams and to the referee's credit, no bookings yet. Hughes is away. Hullett is trying to peel away and has done and scores! The Hughes-Hullett combination opens the scoring and Chelsea are jubilant. Hughes, the former Manchester United man, strikes a dagger into his old team's hearts as he made the break out on the left-hand side. Hullett pulled away from May and from Gary Neville and supplied a firm header that Schmeichel had no chance of preventing from bulging the net. Chelsea go into the lead, and the Dutch master marksman has given them that lead. Well, so much for the dream Liverpool-Manchester United final that everyone had been talking about. Chelsea showing yet again, as if it needed proving, that the FA Cup doesn't always run to form. They've still got a second half to withstand, and they may have to absorb a fair old battering. Cantona! Off the post! Suddenly out of the blue, Eric Cantona produces the special moment that often leads to Manchester United's success. So often recently he's been responsible for their successes, and he almost pulled them back into this game with that spectacular effort. Spencer. Phelan has made the break, but he's actually pulled up there. And he looks to be in a bad way. Schmeichel has charitably allowed Phelan to receive treatment. It was a possibility of a real attacking opening here for Phelan. Just as he got sight of the ball and was moving onto it, he pulled up in agony. Clearly, Phelan is in no fit state to continue. Beckham. His mate. Neville's run. And Neville is round Spencer. Looking for Cole. Jonsson's header. Cantona! It's in! Cantona's header. Cole supplied a finishing touch just for insurance. But Manchester United are back in this semi-final with a shout. It was Phil Neville's cross that teased the Chelsea defence into submission. Cole's presence really worried Jonsson. And the flicked header away only found Eric Cantona, whose header was goal-bound. Cole... Hitchcock in despair. Chelsea in total despair. It was an awful back pass from Craig Burley that has helped Manchester United, who are 1-0 down, to turn this tie around completely. What was Burley thinking of there? He lined it up on a plate, and Beckham accepted the gift so gratefully. Rich rewards for Beckham, who struck the post in the first half, but now hits the net in the second. It was sloppy play from Chelsea. Beckham said thank you very much. And despite Alex Ferguson's team going a goal down, they've turned this one around, and Chelsea suddenly find themselves playing catch-up. Here's the man to help them in their task. It's Hullet, and Schmeichel denies him. Spencer, good try, and headed off the line by Cantona. Manchester United hold firm against the barrage. Schmeichel stood up initially to Hullet, but Cantona stood in the way of the follow-up effort. What drama here! Well, Schmeichel has been such a tower of strength all season for United. He denied Hullet, and who would have expected to see Eric Cantona in this position? There gratefully was. Beckham in so well ahead of Wise. This is key. Sharp. Cole. David Beckham! Well, he's got one already. That would have been a spectacular one to supplement it. Cantona. Good run from Cantona. Found Cole. Keane. Good ball swept out to Giggs. And he spotted Eric Cantona! Good save. Cole! Off the line by Myers. 2.5 minutes of stoppage time played. Cole. Jonsson back pass. Another look at the watch from the referee, and Manchester United are in the FA Cup final for the third year in a row.
Old Trafford idol Jimmy Greenhoff shares with us his memories of the 1977 FA Cup final against Liverpool.
I wonder what thoughts are going through Tommy Docherty's mind. He came here 4 times with Scotland as a player, lost 3 and drew 1. He came here as a player in the Cup final with Preston in '54 and lost. And this is his 3rd FA Cup final as a manager.
Same as everything with Tommy Doc. I believe I've got the best 12 players. Go out and perform. Just enjoy it, lads. And that was his team talks. You didn't ask any of the lads. That's how he was.
And truly this is the supporters' final, because either one of these famous clubs could have filled Wembley with just their own following. Manchester United playing in the same direction, left to right, as they did in the first half last year against Southampton. This is Koppel. And again, there's Macari. McDermott. Now Macari for United. McIlroy's pushed forward. He got a second chance with that, and he found Hill. Pearson's going to the near post. It was awkward for Clements. You never quite know what Gordon Hill's going to do. Pearson went towards the near post for a short one, and Hill curled it. Clements giving away the corner. Smith went early for that and missed it, and McIlroy is away. Jimmy Greenhoff is square, so is Pearson. Here's Pearson. Smith really gave that away, and McIlroy looked up, picked out Pearson, who couldn't quite get the shot in that he wanted. Not a good clearance from Hill. So here's McDermott. Well played for Case. Kennedy! Stepney saved it. Jimmy Case, a lovely cross with the left foot. Kennedy came in on the header, and Stepney's right foot turned that round for a corner. Surely the nearest we've been to a goal in the first half of the Cup final. And a warning to United as Kennedy came in there behind Jimmy Nicholl. That's a fine run. Jimmy Greenhoff in the middle, so too is Pearson. What a pity that Alderson couldn't have just kept his composure at the end of that run, because it was a marvellous interception and a fine piece of spirited attacking by a young man of 19 playing in his first match at this level. There's Jimmy Greenhoff's header on for Pearson. A chance on here. And Pearson is the scorer. Made possible first by a mistake from Keegan, who gave the ball away. Then Jimmy Greenhoff with an astute flick. And look how well Pearson kept cool here. Right inside the near post. And Manchester United take the lead thanks to their tandem up front. And Pearson found a gap inside the near post of the England goalkeeper.
How good a goal, with it not being the winner, was overlooked. It was a great goal with so much power, and to beat Ray Clements at the near post. They always say if keepers are beaten at the near post, it's their fault. The power of the shot, it wasn't his fault. A wonderfully struck goal. Deserved to be the winner.
McDermott for Liverpool. And there's a saying in football that Liverpool are at their most dangerous when they're behind. That remains to be seen. Jones. Case. Good turn. Oh yes! playing in his first FA Cup final, turned magnificently. A right foot drive, right in the corner. And this cup final now has exploded into the sort of match that we all hoped it would be. Stepney got a hand to that but couldn't stop it. So with 53 minutes gone, it's 1-1. Tremendous for the crowd, especially the neutrals, that the match should have opened up in quite that way with 2 goals in 2 minutes.
I remember trying to get out of the way of the winning goal. I couldn't, thankfully. It tipped me on the chest, and we all know the rest. Sent Ray Clements the wrong way.
On by Macari. Smith slips slightly. Jimmy Greenhoff. And has it gone in by Macari, is it? Lou Macari got in. And United are back in front. Tommy Smith got himself into a bit of a tangle with Jimmy Greenhoff. He seemed to have got the ball away, but he hadn't, and Macari, possibly off Greenhoff in the end. Macari had the shot, it probably deflected off his own player. Anyway, it's in the net, and Manchester United are 2-1 up. Just look at those Manchester United supporters. So disappointed here 12 months ago when they lost to Southampton, but now they can see the FA Cup beckoning. Here's Case. Keegan. McDermott. Case going in. Well, he's looking their most potent attacker without any doubt at all, Jimmy Case. Those supporters very, very happy with life. Here's Neil. Buchan and Keegan both missed it all. Brian Greenhoff's header it was. Made to look very comfortable by Stepney, but Greenhoff no doubt relieved. Stepney's handling, in fact, in this final has been extremely good. Now 13 minutes to go, and Manchester United leading 2-1, which for them is a popular score in the FA Cup this season. They won the semi-final, the 6th round and the 5th round replay by that scoreline. But here's McDermott for Liverpool. Keegan, good play. Case made room for the shot. Had a good match, Jimmy Case. Bob Paisley looking anxious there. As well he might. The double and the treble might disappear, although he manages a smile to Tommy Kavanagh. Highway. This lad really has had a marvellous match. And the 11 being held aloft. But before he can get off, that was Case in there, and Keegan almost made it. The first sign of a mistake there by Stepney. Jimmy Case who turned, it wasn't a hard shot, but Stepney almost lost it. And was glad of the second chance as Keegan came in. United still want to make their substitution, but Liverpool denying them the time to do so. They can now, surely. And for the second year running, Gordon Hill is going to be taken off. And for the second year in succession, his replacement will be number 12, David McCreary. Jimmy.
I don't know why some of the Manchester United fans are disapproving of that. Gordon Hill has had very little effect on this match so far, and his inclination to throw the ball away needlessly, you could give Liverpool just the chance they need.
The atmosphere inside Wembley, every bit as good as it was at the start, but here's Kennedy for Liverpool. So close, and still Liverpool Liverpool won't let go. Kennedy somehow found a way through, and the shot just caught the crossbar as it went over. Kennedy for Liverpool. And there it is! Manchester United have won the FA Cup. The managers congratulating one another. 12 months after losing here, Tommy Docherty is at last a winner.
Chelsea led out by one of their substitutes as well as their manager today, and Alex Ferguson for the 13th time at the head of a Manchester United team at Wembley. They remain the dominant force in English football. Chelsea, they believe, at Stamford Bridge, coming closer to the standard set at Old Trafford, and hoping with an even more cosmopolitan squad this season to come closer still. Well, the FA Cup holders to kick off. History favours the champions in the Charity Shield matchup. It also favours the northern clubs as well. The last side from the south to win the Shield outright, that was Tottenham 35 years ago. Scholes. Might have been a bit surprised that Sheringham was signed, but the two are on the same wavelength here. Paul Scholes! Well, it buried in the midriff of Ed Defoe, who is a very big man, the new Chelsea goalkeeper.
Yes, super save from Hui, and that will certainly give him so much confidence. I'm just wondering if Paul Scholes took a knock there. But for someone to open the scoring, you wouldn't bet against this young man, would you?
Here's Giggs.
Well, I reckon Man United, I think they've been told that this guy's not too clever in the air. He comes off his line because Ryan Giggs, again, trying a chip. And I don't understand why, because this fella's a big goalkeeper, the Dutchman. But a good sweeping run from Giggs. The ball comes back to him, suddenly has a little look and thinks, right, I'm going to try the clever one.
Neville. Gets it back from Keane. And quickly, Frank Sinclair, you mentioned the Chelsea squad, and think about the players who aren't involved today, like Babayaro, the young Nigerian, who's already got an Olympic gold medal at football and has won the Belgian Championship with his previous club Anderlecht. He's still a teenager. And Tora Andre Flo is with the Chelsea party today, the striker from Norway. That'll be a free kick.
Sheringham shaking his head there, Martin, and I think he's right. He should shake his hand. We might see this in a minute. I think Clark runs into Sheringham here. Sheringham makes a run. Clark's now coming back, runs right across Sheringham. Yeah, Teddy Sheringham's left arm is up.
Oh, and now Sheringham was booked, and then Dennis Wise stepped in as well, and Sheringham, I wonder whether the referee's going to take action for the second incident as well. Is Sheringham going to be in really serious trouble here?
Dennis Wise, we all know what he's like. He gets involved sometimes when he shouldn't do.
Well, he's involved
Here he
there
goes again. And that's just stupid from Dennis Wise.
Well, while Peter Jones was showing Sheringham the yellow card, presumably for what he saw was an arm raised in challenging Steve Clark, Sheringham was involved with Wise. They're still involved again.
I think this all stems from, well, it does. Now watch Clark run towards Sheringham. He's not looking at the ball, Clark.
Yeah, but look at the arm from Sheringham.
Yeah.
That's what the referee has reacted to.
Yeah.
Well, Sheringham is still on the pitch, and I genuinely wondered whether he was going to be sent off in the Charity Shield. Wise. Some more good work from Zola. And this is Granville, onside. Poyet's in the middle, but Pallister gets there before him, and he had to for Manchester United.
Yeah, Danny Granville suddenly found himself in a tremendous position, and Pallister was chasing like mad to get back. Again, magic from Zola. Granville now, Poyet's in the middle, and just can't beat Pallister. Big chance for Chelsea, round the back, whips it in, but Pallister doing his job.
In comes the whipped-in corner. Hughes! Mark Hughes does it against Manchester United in the 8th minute of the second half. A splendid set piece if you're a Chelsea fan, but Alex Ferguson will be furious with his side's defending.
But now United trying to up the tempo against this Chelsea side.
Gary Pallister, remember those goals, so vital in the title shakedown at Anfield. Johnson! Another corner, an equaliser for Manchester United, and Ronnie Johnson. So the 1997 Charity Shield to be decided on penalties. Sinclair to take on Schmeichel, and the might of the Manchester United fans. And Schmeichel has saved it. First blood to the champions. Here goes Scholes, and Manchester United lead by 1 penalty to 0. Zola scores. Nothing wrong with his penalty. Well, Dennis Irwin, who did fail in the shootout 4 years ago, not so abashed by that as to duck out this time. He's taken plenty of penalties in his time, and that one is right in the bottom corner beyond Defoe's dive. 2-1 to Manchester United. So Chelsea 1 down with 2 apiece taken. Di Matteo, who found this particular net in such startling fashion at the start of the cup final, doesn't find it this time. So more responsibility for Manchester United's new captain, Roy Keane, to keep Chelsea on the wrong end of things here. Leboeuf showed himself to be a very capable penalty taker. All these moves were illegal before July the 1st, but Schmeichel quite entitled to do that now. Put this away, and the Charity Shield stays with Manchester United. But the managers know that the real action was very closely and well contested, a 1-1 draw, but on the penalties, it's Manchester United's day, and I'm sure their message as they retain the Charity Shield is catch us if you can. And look at the youth in that lineup. So many good years from so many promising players ahead.
Our last match is the 1996 Charity Shield against Newcastle. The Geordie faithful turned out in force to see returning hero Alan Shearer. But from the start of the match it was clear that United were determined to spoil the Toons party.
Shearer and Ferdinand get the game underway. As Ferdinand is not feeling 100%, but certainly not wanting to miss out on this usually showpiece occasion, but there's more meat to it today, I would suggest. The rivalry intense, the best 2 teams in the country. Might be some arguments from Liverpool and Aston Villa perhaps about that.
Well, they are the best 2, as simple as that. They finished first and second. I don't think anyone can argue with that, man. Going on to strengthen squads. But I, like you, have never known the beginning of a Charity Shield like this, the noise, the anticipation, the atmosphere.
Cantona holding off Batty to find Keane. The flag is up against Paul Scholes.
Oh, that was tight. Very tight.
It would be easy to say that there's more at stake for Newcastle today. The revenge motive Those two league defeats, one pretty comprehensive at Old Trafford, the other at St James's Park, distinctly less so. But vital factors in the way the Premiership was won. Keane, stand up for him.
Well, they've started the better side.
This is Shearer, as if he needs to be told. And Newcastle have a corner. Got to it. Well, Ferdinand was given a lot more time than perhaps he realised, certainly than he expected. Newcastle well represented in the centre. Peacock. And the other centre-back Albert was there as well to make the first header. Beardsley. A bit more sustained pressure from Newcastle at the moment. Batty. Never being played in front of Manchester United though. Ginola. Hesitation by Watson, who had to cover in the centre. We talked about the two central defenders being upfield. And Cantona's got a gap to go through. Well stopped. Cernicek comes back to Cantona again. He's got a second chance and he doesn't take that one either.
Now full marks to the goalkeeper for chance one. But Eric will be disappointed with himself for chance two. But this was a beautiful break from Manchester United. How often have we said that they're most dangerous when they're defending? The ball's a beautiful one because it's not an easy ball. It was perfectly timed from Giggs. So was the run in the first touch. But the goalkeeper made life difficult for him. But when it came off the goalkeeper here, he stood big for a long time, the goalkeeper. And when this comes back to Eric Cantona, he's got time to pick his spot, to hit the target. And he doesn't do what he wanted to have done.
19 goals in 38 appearances for Manchester United last season. And as has been pointed out, just one yellow card in those games. The only blot on his disciplinary record, which was under total scrutiny when he came back from that long suspension. Pavel Cernicek, who's really competing with Shaka Hislop to start the season in Newcastle's goal, has made a good start to this game. Beckham gets away from Albert. Scholes is with him. Cantona is free. It's another chance for Cantona, and this time he's taken it. You can't keep losing him as Newcastle have been doing without paying the price.
Everyone might be looking at David Beckham and saying great vision, but he's got a lot to thank Paul Scholes for marking. As he's got, watch, he didn't see it quite there. Scholes actually points to Beckham to go the other way because he saw Cantona in the better position. Just here he's pointing to Beckham. Beckham suddenly sees he's there, and this is danger bells. He's missed the first one. I never expected him to miss that one. I don't think anyone in the ground expected him to miss again. Watch how cool he is. Cernicek comes out, steadies himself, but there's a little gap there, and Eric finds it. It's a beautiful goal, and it's been...
Ginola with the corner. Shearer!
That's half a chance for the £15 million man.
Pallister.
Dominating possession, Manchester United. They look so confident, almost an arrogance about their play this afternoon. The passing's been slick, it's been accurate for the vast majority of this opening half hour.
And there's another one for Cantona, and he came in between Albert and Beresford. He looked at the referee, we looked at the referee.
I'm not sure which part of Philippe Albert's anatomy the ball strikes. Again, it's a glorious raking pass, and as it comes down, Canada gets the shot there. It's a good tackle. I think Eric's concerned about the challenge, but it was a great tackle from Albert.
Giggs, Cantona pulling away from Albert again. Not coping with the quality of his work off the ball, let alone what he does when he's in possession. And here's another one. Beckham's cross. And Nicky Butt flying in with the header.
Well, if this is only a curtain raiser, Martin, for the rest of this season, what have we got to look forward to? That is a magnificent goal. Again, we talked about the passing. Wonderful pass, cross field for Cantona's run. Now watch this for a drilled cross. He absolutely drills it. And Butt's got forward time after time this afternoon. And he's rewarded. Look at the way he looks up, drills it at him. Go on, Nicky, put your head on that. And he gives Summercheck no chance. Goalkeepers don't save these. There's too much pace on them. You can't save them. Not unless they hit you. And I think the scoreline is about right. I think they've looked 2 goals ahead of Newcastle this afternoon.
Well, it is very, very early days. We should not forget that. But if Manchester United want to just send a message to Alan Shearer along the lines of, are you sure you made the right decision? It could have come to us. But as I say, early days. Got it to Giggs again. Cantona goes a second time. Picked up with a hefty sigh of relief, knocks it away. Giggs, this time it's Keane. He's made a run that was unattended. Cantona looked to see what was on in the centre. In doing so, he just took his eye off the ball for a fraction of a second. In that moment, Albert stretched in.
I have to say, this is a joy to watch. Manchester United's football. Royce Keane's run from midfield there to give Giggs an option is just wonderful.
Keane. Through Batty's competitive streak, something of course that Keane has in abundance, and he's talked his way into trouble here. He's been booked. Newcastle got the free kick, and Les Ferdinand should get a goal back and hasn't. The sheer size of Schmeichel denying him.
Well, how many times did he do that last season, Mark? When you think there's a goal in the offing and up pops Schmeichel. Great ball in, May misjudges it totally. Ferdinand can't hit that any better. He hits it right close to the goalkeeper, but he's still got to make the save.
Really would have been a lift for Newcastle after a harrowing 40 minutes or so.
Well, you can't ask for better when he hits it. It certainly was on the way up when he made contact, and it continued to rise.
Lee. Batty. Ginola. Straying into the centre this time, and he's found Ferdinand. Out comes Schmeichel. Ferdinand gets the ball past him, but not with true conviction.
Left side, that's the difference for me when they get down that inside left channel.
Well, whatever description you put on this occasion, whatever levels of seriousness you give it, there's no doubt that Newcastle went in with their pride very wounded at half-time, and there's the opportunity to try and show what they're made of. Ferdinand. Gary Neville quickly in tune with the pace of proceedings to stop Rob Lee rounding it off.
Well, that's a decent ball in, it causes problems. Les just looks to nick it off. Rob Lee way ahead. For the first time in the match, really, I've seen Rob Lee in there.
Well, it was a chance. Free header for Albert.
That's a glorious chance. That's as good a chance as I've had.
Watson. Batty has played in Charity Shields for Leeds, for Blackburn, and now for Newcastle. It's Watson. Might have had a swing with the left foot as the ball dropped. Crosses with his right. Shearer climbs and, well, it fell between the two stools really, between going in or going for the gap to Schmeichel's right or dropping for Ferdinand.
But that's the first time they've done something different, Martin. Steve Watson, from the right back area, decided to go forward and get involved in the attack, and it gave Manchester United something different to cope with.
Beardsley pushing on down the right hand side, finding a little bit of space, and Ginola finding him with the ball. Shearer fighting to get in front there, claiming a corner, getting a corner. Ginola takes the corner. That's Lee, good shot, and matched by the save. It's a very difficult ball to hit as it dropped. Rob Lee manufactured the effort on target so well, and he comes back again. There's another fine try.
Two great efforts from Lee. First one with his left foot was absolutely beautifully struck. And I think Peter Schmeichel was happy that this came right at him. Schmeichel shuffles across his line, you see it there he goes. Gets a good look at it and clutches it quite beautifully.
Cross from Watson. Harry Neville helps it on his way. Oh, the corner flag's gone flying, but the ball stayed in play. Ginola. Well, it was a thoughtful ball. Curled with the outside of the foot towards Steve Watson.
Good ball. He's looked great, Martin, since he came on. Short spell he's been on, first few minutes of the year. Perhaps feeling he's got a throat to prove.
If he plays and Shearer and Ferdinand play, he doesn't. Ginola. Away by Cantona. Back for Ginola again. Flicked. Off the body on the way through, which didn't make it any easier for Schmeichel.
Good strike. And certainly the deflection just in front of him there would have been the thing that might have embarrassed him, but like all good goalkeepers, kept his eye firmly on it.
Cantona!
Well, he got there, he got free of Watson, and I think it was only the fact that he didn't get it down and not so much to do with the challenge of Watson, but he hasn't tested the goalkeeper. Again, Watson gets sucked in a little bit. Free header, unchallenged. You could see the disappointment in Cantona. With his ability, he would have felt he could have just have knocked that into the far corner.
And Schmeichel's Poborski hairs away, but he's well watched on that occasion by Batty, and Schmeichel thought better of the throw. Now Batty has got a problem. Right. Giggs. Free forward for Manchester United. Giggs comes in on his good side. Jordi Cruyff. Oh, it's gone across Serdacek and Poborski. The two newcomers so close to combining there. The way perhaps the Newcastle followers were hoping that Ferdinand and Shearer would have done on a regular basis today. Here is Alan Shearer. Batty. Test of Manchester United's concentration, a test of Newcastle's determination. Batty. It's a very deep ball. Kept in by Keith Gillespie. Giggs. Not away yet. Albert would prefer to have a shot with the left foot, not the right. Asprilla.
Look how tight they all are, Martin. You see that Manchester United defence? They were quite prepared and quite happy to let it go wide. They really packed the 18-yard box with red shots.
No flag. Beckham. 3-0.
Well, who else but Cantona, Mark, would you expect to orchestrate it? They've played 2, 3, 4 little passes in the midfield. Perhaps everyone's getting attracted to the ball. Look at the run of Beckham. It's perfectly timed. And the finish, well, goalkeeper made his mind up. And the young lad, he has a quick look here, sees him coming and thinks, well, I'll have my Wembley goal. Thank you very much. And it's capped a great display from him. And the captain. What a part he's played today, Cantona.
So for all Newcastle's improvement in the second half, their better share of possession, they've gone further adrift in the final minutes. And it flew across, hit Steve Watson. Well, we mustn't, as we pointed out on a number of occasions today, lose sight of the timing of this fixture. This is mid-August. The honours are handed out much later on in the campaign, but Manchester United have made a statement today.
Anyone who's interested in wresting this title from Manchester United has been shown today what you're going to have to do, what you're going to have to emulate and beat to win it.
It's Keane. Well. This is getting very embarrassing for Kevin Keegan and company.
Well, that's sloppy. I know they're 3-0 down, but the way Roy Keane was able just to stand outside the area, no one near him, look at that, look at him. And they roll it to him, and it seemed to go through Sundercheck.
For overall, the Charity Shield goes to the double winners.